This March, we're getting a new Batman movie, so I thought it appropriate to take a look back at what is arguably the definitive version of Batman, Batman the Animated Series. I'll be going with the order on the Blu-ray set because that's apparently the way it's intended to be watched according to the directors. So today we're looking at Episode 2, Christmas with the Joker. How appropriate that this just happens to fall in December. We're reviewing one or two a day leading up to Batman. It just happens to fall in December. How appropriate. Because this episode is such a great and fun way to introduce the Joker. I mean, his first lines are the Jingle Bells Batman Smells song, right? Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg. Which did not come from this show, though. I think it came from The Simpsons, right? Like, it was from a Simpsons episode or something, and they just kind of reused it here. But that's great, though. It sets this up perfectly. Like, that's a great way to introduce the Joker. That's his first lines ever in the series, is that song. Like, that's awesome. This episode is also the first appearance of Robin, which is great, but it does raise the question as to why Robin's not in every episode. Because he wasn't in the episode before this, and he's not in every episode. Like, he's only on the show on occasion, from what I remember. And I mean, come on, Batman's Robin, the Cape Crusader, the Boy Wonder, it's kind of a package deal, so it kind of raises questions as to, like, where he is the other times. But, I mean, yeah, there's a great running joke in this episode about Robin wanting to show Batman the movie It's a Wonderful Life, and it's like, I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. I didn't like the title, right? Like, that's kind of funny, like, because Batman's very brooding, so that's a great little joke where it leads into humor, but it's kind of like dark, depressing humor, which is awesome. And this episode is just a perfect example of being comic booky, because it's a comic book show without it leaning into, like, face-palming with bad territory. Like, I just think that would make sense in the world of, like, a comic book, like, if this were an actual comic, but it doesn't go to, like, the Adam West Batman territory, it doesn't go into, like, shark repellent territory, it doesn't go into, like, the Batman and Robin movie territory, but it feels over the top enough that it could only happen in the world of this kind of show, like, in a comic book type show, without going into, oh, that was so bad. You know, for example, Batman and Robin, they track Joker down to an abandoned toy factory, and they fight off all these evil toys that Joker set up, and there's a part where Batman uses a baseball bat to fight some of the toys off, and Robin says, oh, well, they don't call you Batman for nothing. And that's it took me a second to get that joke. I was like, what? Oh, because he used a bat. Quick little jokes like that. That's the kind of thing that seems like Robin would say in the Adam West show, which is awesome. So little moments like that were great. And then, of course, at the end, we get the showdown between Batman and Joker. And at the last second, Batman saves Joker from falling into a vat of chemicals, and he takes him to jail. So overall, this is an extremely fun episode. It's maybe not as rich or thought-provoking or complex as some of the later episodes. There's not really it doesn't try to make you think about some of the more complex themes like a lot of the episodes of the show do. It's just kind of a fun little Christmas special. Services the first appearance of Joker and Robin, so it's important for that aspect. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Thought it was super fun. It's just a fun little Christmas special that exists.